to the Extra Medium Show.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Extra Medium Show.
We're back. After a week's hiatus.
We are here for your amusement. See what I did there?
I don't like that.
And we are talking amusement parks. Not only amusement parks in movies, which is what we do, but amusement parks in real life.
Why are we talking amusement parks?
Well, I just got back from Disney World and had some experiences.
Never been there.
No?
No.
It's a lot of walking, man.
I've lived it.
It's definitely different when you're a kid as
yeah.
opposed to when you're an adult.
As a kid, I wanted to go there, but now it's like I would need a reason to go there. So
I mean, Harry Potter World at Universe.
I have no real desire to go to that.
that seems pretty cool.
Yeah,
Did you go there?
That's pretty cool, yeah. Both Harry Potter worlds. You get to walk through the wall and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Did you go to like Hogsmeade?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the whole town. There's a dragon that blows out fire.
Did you get butterbeer?
I did not. The lines were pretty long, so
Uh-huh.
wasn't worth it to me.
The lines are long for everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I bought a special pass that I got to bypass a lot of lines and
There's that
do
privilege.
some cool stuff. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
What was your favorite attraction?
At Disney and Universal,
On
so
your
like
trip?
at Disney at Epcot, they have this thing called Soarin', and it takes you like around the world. Like it's like a flying simulator thing, but it's pretty cool, man. You go to all the different countries and like.
I liked Epcot a lot when I went. They had this thing like it was called like the Hall of Presidents, I think.
Yeah.
And they're like whatever that word is, animatronic.
The whole time, my wife looked at me. She's like, "Alex would just be in there the whole time.
Yep.
The whole time."
Yep.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. We went in, but
I haven't been to Disney World in a long, long time. So there's a part of me that like doesn't want to go back now because what I remember as a kid, I'm sure is at least a little bit different, if not pretty different.
Yeah.
So then
it's
there's
probably not that much.
little bit of a letdown factor. I bet it is, especially
he's
Universal.
probably hyped it up in his memories.
Like, in Universal, I remember the rides being the Terminator, Jaws, Twister.
Yeah, they don't have those anymore. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the new ones are super cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but there's a Jurassic Park ride.
There are a couple Jurassic Park. That was the second. The second they have a Velocicoaster, and it is awesome. Like it's so fast and it's well done. It's up there, but then Hagrid's motorcycle ride at Universal's pretty sweet too.
I saw a video where somebody broke down on it.
Really?
And I was just going slow the entire time.
No, it's cool. It's a good time. They have a lot of. Universal has a lot of simulator rides, which got me a little nauseous.
I know the Twister ride when I
Spider-Man.
did it ruined my life.
Really?
It was horrible. Because you're a 5-year-old kid, you don't know what you're walking into. All of a sudden you're in the drive-in scene from Twister.
Yeah.
Your whole world's becoming shattered.
Terrifying.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
And I don't handle stressful situations, maybe the best, some would say. So it was just, that scared the shit out of me. The E.T. ride scared the shit out of me. I wouldn't even go in the Terminator ride.
The E.T. ride wasn't scary.
It was to me.
Wow.
I'm telling you. I cried a lot as a child.
Apparently.
Maybe as an adult too. I don't know what normal is.
Right.
Anywho, back to movies and amusement parks. What's the one you think of?
For some reason, I think Zombieland, and I know that's not.
The first one most people think
But
of.
yeah, when I don't know, if I think of the scene in Zombieland.
At the end where he's just blowing them away and shit.
Yeah. But as far as what I think the coolest, like Jurassic Park, would be a sweet amusement park to go to. Like if there was a real place
it'd be
with real
sweet, I
dinosaurs.
guess.
Until they break
I mean,
out.
But at what point is that SeaWorld, I'm going to be honest, is pretty sweet, but it's terrible.
Yeah, but Jurassic Park
Realistic.
is different because they took something that was extinct and brought it back.
But
So,
that adds a whole lot of morality to that. Is okay, they were dead, and now you're bringing them back just for your entertainment. It's like a Frankenstein situation, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't ask to be brought back, and now you're treating them like shit.
Yeah, but they didn't have
You
to go
guys are
extinct
both
either.
fighting the same fight that they did in Jurassic World. Like, do they own them because they created them, or are they living, breathable creatures
Right.
with their
Why
own?
can't they be both?
you shouldn't be able.
They wouldn't exist if it wasn't.
Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy a zoo, but I understand that it's not good. It's good in certain aspects.
Oh, but why is it good? Just let them go extinct. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying
that's exactly what you're saying.
No, it's not. It's them being put on like as a display is not right. But their conservation efforts are good.
Most zoos will.
That's the same thing that the Jurassic Park.
No, exactly.
It's a conservation effort.
They were already dead.
Yeah.
They brought them back for monetary purposes.
Yeah. I can see Alex's point where a zoo, they're saving them and they're using the funds for the public viewing to help the animals, whereas Jurassic Park would just use the money to pocket, you know.
And I understand that like after an animal is like in a conservation thing, like they can't go back out to the wild. I understand that. So it's what do you do with them? Do you just put them in a room, or do you at least let people look at them in the room? I understand that too, but it's like.
But the Jurassic Park people have to generate money as well to fund.
They don't have to. It was their idea to do it in the first place. They could
don't
never
have to
had any of those problems if they just would have brought the dinosaurs back.
I think that's crazy.
They put themselves in the boat.
So if they came and they're like, "Hey, we could bring back the Tasmanian tiger tomorrow," you'll be like, "Nah, fuck the Tasmanian tiger."
What benefit is there to bring it back?
Bringing back a dead species. I don't know.
Yeah, but it wouldn't benefit the world. Like bringing back
you don't
more.
Know that.
Bringing back more honeybees and shit like that. That would benefit. Tasmanian devil. I can't say because it went extinct before our time, but.
That's crazy. I didn't think you guys would be so against Jurassic Park from a
standpoint. Don't get me wrong. I'd probably go, but
I don't like animals.
I would go.
So
I'd buy the VIP pass at Jurassic Park.
No, but like, look at what happened. That's not good.
Yeah, they got out
multiple times.
The guy was me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I personally think amusement parks. It has to be Wally World.
I think Wally World is just a regular ass amusement park.
I know, but
and that's what I was kind of disappointed with some of the Disney stuff. I was like, this is just regular. Like we take Cedar Point here in Ohio for granted.
That's a valid
point.
Like,
because they have like roller coasters.
It's valid.
Like,
see, I'm not a roller coaster.
They have like rides. Like Disney World has like little. It's like little. You know what I mean? It's not
fair rides.
But it's for children.
Yeah, too.
But it is and it isn't. They sell booze everywhere.
For the parents who brought their children.
I mean, some grown ass parents be freaking out at Disney World.
Yeah, that's another story.
I saw ton of adults in full Harry Potter robes, everything.
Hey, live your life. I dressed up as a sailor.
Bro, I
was like,
I wore a Mickey Mouse shirt with a Goofy hat. The bill is Goofy's nose and teeth and stuff. I was
be honest, if I was going to the Star Wars side of it, I probably would have.
I mean, I went to the Star Wars stuff and like looked, and that it was all like shaped like the star and like
the
all
bar
the
and
script
stuff. Yep.
And yeah, everything was all there, but I didn't like ride the ride because 2.5 hours long, man.
That's the thing I have against amusement parks. Everything I hate is an amusement park. Lines, people, walking, standing. I don't like to be confined in a space like when a thing goes over you, and I don't like heights.
Yeah, so you don't thrive in that.
Not so much.
See, I don't like roller coasters. I like thrill rides because, roller coasters are over too quick. A thrill ride, you can actually enjoy it.
That's what he tells the ladies.
Like we rode the Tower of Terror.
That's fun.
And it's I didn't realize it was whatchamacallit themed, Twilight Zone themed.
Did you ever watch the movie that they made for the Tower of Terror, like how Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, it's a good movie.
No.
It's pretty good.
I should. I'm a Twilight Zone fan. So.
It has nothing.
Yeah, the movie.
I mean, I guess kind of. I mean, it could be a Twilight Zone episode or something, but
it doesn't say it.
No.
Interesting.
No, it was just a Disney Channel movie, so I don't think it was super big.
What do you think Wally World's based off of? Going back to
Disneyland.
Disney. Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe.
Well, his name's Roy Walt. There was a Roy Disney, right?
Yeah, no, Walt Disney.
Yeah, but Roy Disney was Walt's brother.
I thought so.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think Walt Disney liked Jewish people.
Wow, that's
a whole different topic right there.
When I saw a statue there, and I was like, whew, I don't know, man, something about it.
Yeah, Walt Disney's brother was Roy Disney.
Say, knowledge.
Look at that. No, I'd say probably more like Six Flags. What would be more like Disney Land or World, I guess it doesn't matter. I've been to both. No big deal.
Interesting.
Is the amusement park Farquaad Land or whatever it was called from Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with the things that dance, it's like it's a
I
small
didn't even
world.
think about that. It's a Small World is the longest
That
goddamn
was
ride.
my favorite fucking ride.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it was.
It hypnotized me or something. It was wild.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
It's just a little too long, and it's outdated too.
Yeah.
That's the point. They can't change that shit.
Disney even makes fun of that ride in their movies.
Do they?
It's
Yeah.
pretty long.
I like that.
But I don't know. So, you're a fan of the new Vacation too, aren't you?
I don't hate it. I like the old ones better, but I respect the new one. I gave it a lot of shit in the beginning, but I finally did watch it.
There's like kind of a romance movie, Adventureland, right? Is that what
Yep.
it's called? And that's interesting enough with Michael Cera, right? Who's
Yeah.
in Zombieland,
Mhm.
which
I haven't seen Adventureland.
it's kind of just like it's what you think it would
Is-
be. You guys like go work there for the summer or some shit.
Yeah, to get ready for college.
Michael
and he
Cera is
learns-
not in Zombieland.
No, it's not Michael Cera.
It's
You
the
kept
guy from
saying
The
that.
Social Network.
Oh yeah, same
Jesse
thing. It's the same
Eisenberg.
thing.
I hate that guy.
They're the same
I
guy.
won't watch a movie he's in. I do not.
Is
like
Jesse
his acting.
Eisenberg in both of those?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's the same guy in both
I
of
do
them.
not care for him.
You kept
Honest
saying,
mistake.
saying Michael Cera, and I'm like,
I thought he knew something I didn't know.
yeah.
Honest mistake.
I guess so.
I feel like people make that mistake a lot.
Could be seen. He's like a mix between Michael Cera, but looks like the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
So this isn't a movie, but have you ever seen the Cartman Land episode of South Park?
No,
He-
I'm not allowed to watch South Park.
He inherits like $1 million, and he buys this like failing amusement park, and they're like, "Why it's failing?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't want anybody to come." So he buys the amusement park, and then doesn't let anybody in. But then
I've seen that episode.
he has to hire people to work the rides, so he has to let like 4 people in. Excuse me. And then he has to hire security, so he has to let like 4 more people in, and then it obviously escalates, and then he has a full-blown amusement park. But the demand rises like crazy because he won't let people in, and when people aren't allowed in,
They want it more.
they want it more. So.
I like that.
And then, but Cartman doesn't want that. He wants it all to himself.
You ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, you could always set the roller coaster to like go off the rails or something like that.
Of course, Alex.
Which brings me to my next amusement park
Woo!
movie.
I know where you're going with this. What a transition.
Look at that. It was natural
Yeah.
too. It just came to
Go
me.
ahead.
Final Destination 3
Yeah.
on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
That was a turning point in my life when I saw that too. I was like, I don't like those even
Except
more.
there's a scene he drops the video camera and it like wraps around the track.
Yeah. And I was
It's
just like,
how does that even happen? But those movies are cool just from like the kill scene standpoint.
Yeah, they're really, really. I mean, it's the joke that everyone makes, but it makes that normal everyday shit. You get like a truck with wood on it. Like,
ever
how
since
many-
that movie
How
came
many
out.
people actively move away from a truck?
I feel like that's smart to do.
Yeah, but they actively think of that movie.
I don't.
Yep, I
I
do.
don't drive behind gravel trucks either. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those blast you with rocks.
yeah, of course. They're full of rocks. Why would you drive behind it? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Pure determination.
But every time I see one of those wood hauling trucks, nope. At least 2 lanes.
That's why I
away.
don't believe in logging. Save the forests. And cut SeaWorld.
Well, don't watch Blackfish. I guess Blackfish counts as a movie about amusement parks, right?
That's like a realistic one, and then you got Free Willy.
It's
So,
just like, yeah.
I liked SeaWorld, and I hate to say it, like when there was one here, like it was fun.
It's depressing, man.
I know. They had this one, like, they would, you know how they have like theater performances and
Mhm.
stuff? They had one where they were on jet skis and shit and doing jumps. Pretty cool. They had one where they had, I think it was like a walrus or a sea lion, and he would like do funny stuff. pretty cool. But you know, now you get to see it at a. I'm trying to be politically correct because I did enjoy SeaWorld, but
Looking back on it,
it's like, yeah,
Sea World or See the World?
ocean, fish, China.
See, we still don't know.
here's one that you might not think about: Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Yeah,
Oh, they do work at an
Amusement park, and they're trying to get Michael Jordan to be their star attraction.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
slave labor.
yeah.
What's your favorite type of ride? Roller coaster?
Probably, yeah, just straight up roller coaster. Not too many.
Like the kind
loops.
where you sit in a car or your feet dangle? What do you find most thrilling?
I don't mind a feet dangle.
I do.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Alright.
It has to be a lot of support.
I don't know if I've ever been on one like that, to be honest with you.
Really?
I have.
Dude,
It's-
I'm telling you.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we're both
We
big
went
guys.
when we were there. The guys we were with on the tour of Universal, like they made them try out every seat. I think one guy was too big to ride one ride.
Been there.
One of the Harry Potter rides.
And that's a horrible feeling.
It
I don't
is.
even want to put myself
It
in that
is.
situation.
Yep.
I told him afterwards. I was like, "Hey man, that shit made me nauseous. So like, you didn't miss much. Like, you ride a bookcase, like a magic bookshelf, and it's like a simulated thing. You go over the Quidditch pitch.
Mm. Yeah.
I like water rides, like the ones where
The
you're on
log
a boat
rides.
or a log ride, and you. I like those.
Yes, Splash Mountain.
Yep.
I like the old-fashioned like wooden track rides.
See, those are kind of rough.
You'll get hemorrhoids just by looking at that shit.
Jeez.
It's always a thrill.
Of hemorrhoids? No.
Amusement park food. How do you feel about that?
I love it.
I mean,
It's way overpriced.
Oh, definitely.
essentially fair food.
Like
Yeah.
$12 for a thing of chicken tenders or something. I don't love that.
At Universal, they have Simpsons Land though, and you can get like Duff beer, and
That's cool.
I mean it was like $11 for a beer. Still,
It's a good experience. If you're going out, you might as well go all out.
I guess.
Hey, I don't budget for like my return trip. Like I just go all out for the trip itself. I can figure all that stuff out later after the vacation.
True.
so like Jungle Cruise was it a ride first?
I think so.
I think it
And then
was.
they
Yeah,
made the movie
definitely.
about
Yeah.
the ride.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew there was a newer movie, but I didn't know if there was an older movie that the newer movie's based on.
I don't think it was.
But anyway,
I don't know. I kind
The
of feel like
Rock.
there was a Humphrey Bogart movie
I don't know.
that was like that. Maybe not.
It
that.
makes sense. I went on that ride, and the tour guide was pretty funny with the puns and the little lines and stuff. I enjoyed it. Kids at Disney World are bad as shit. Parent your kids, people, whoever you are. Was at Disney World with me because we were in line and this kid was like upset and like I don't know, for whatever reason. Bro, pimp slapped his mom so hard in the face in front of everybody. And nobody said anything. I gasped out loud. I was like looked around like, and nobody did anything. The mom ended up holding the kid while the woman, her sister or whoever was with, held up a phone with some video on it.
Oh hell no!
I swear to
hell
God.
no!
I swear to God. I was just in for a long time. I mean, half an hour.
Mm-mm.
I don't like that.
That kid would have been bent over the knee, pop once.
On the plane ride home, I had some kids behind me that were horrible, kicking the seat,
That's the worst.
flipping the tray, screaming, and then like the mom singing songs to the kid. I'm like, you can't sing. Like it's just as bad as the kid crying. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
You should have said that, bro.
I was so mad. It was only like a 2-hour flight, like 2 hours and 15 maybe. It was the longest flight of my life. I've been on 4 or 5 hour flights. That felt longer. It felt shorter than what I did. I knew in the airport. I saw him in the airport while we were waiting. And then like the dad was like wrestling with the son and like throwing a ball and stuff. Like, we're at the airport, man. Sit down. I knew it too. I was like,
They're just having their family vacation.
they're gonna
right?
be. No, man. No, there's etiquette.
Yeah, you got to be considerate of everybody else. If
Yeah.
you have like,
Jumping over the seats and stuff. Yeah, I knew it too. I was like, they're gonna be next to me on the plane.
Yeah.
Sure enough, directly behind me.
You willed it into existence.
By the way, there was a original Jungle Cruise.
Little rant there.
Starring who?
1951.
Something.
Hold on.
Not.
I only looked at the year, so.
I didn't see as many kids on leashes either as I thought I would. Just a few.
I don't know.
I like the leashes.
Lots of dads and hey dudes, and
I don't like Hey Dudes so much.
I'm not a big fan either. But
Just wear shoes.
yeah, that's what I said.
No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong
Because
because
you wear like Birkenstocks.
I do,
shit.
and I'm gonna be honest. We gave someone a pair of Hey Dudes for Christmas, and I recant what I said because they did look extremely comfortable.
I don't doubt that they're comfortable, but
They
I
do.
like to be somewhat unique, and wearing Hey Dudes to me feels like you're part of like a
I think it depends on what else you wear with the Hey Dudes too. Like if you're wearing
So
like
you obviously
bootcut
know
jeans,
someone that wears Hey Dudes that you don't want to offend. I don't. So
That's not true. I don't like the way they look, but they look comfortable. That's what I'll say. Probably not for me, but I will wear some maybe shoes that people would say that to also.
yeah, you did come over here the other day in some questionable.
They're my bodega shoes.
footwear.
They were comfy.
The first thing anybody
They're
said
quilted.
when they saw it was like, "What are you wearing?"
They're great.
They're like men's Toms.
Yeah, but like
They look
like a
comfortable.
puffer jacket.
Like you almost look like you were training to be a Japanese samurai.
They look
Can I say?
comfortable. I'll say that they look
So
comfortable.
just call me the rising sun.
I'll allow it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Any more? I know there are more.
You got Westworld. I've never seen it,
Westworld, yeah.
but it has looked good.
It's basically like I've only watched like into season 1, but it's like an amusement park that you can go to.
That's like the Old West, right?
Yeah, and there's robots there, and you can like kill.
Is it for like really rich people?
I think pretty rich, but it's like somewhat affordable because they need a lot of people to do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And people will go there for like a weekend and stay there, and there's like robot hookers and like, but then the robots like start to have like feelings and like resist, and like then there's a question of
You
ethics
can't
there.
trust a robot, man. You're more Are you questioning it? I was gonna get mad for a sec. I was gonna say you're more concerned about robots' feelings than animals.
No, but they humanize them. You know what I mean? Like
I guess so.
you start to feel sympathy.
I guess. Does someone fall in love with a robot?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. In love with the sauce. You got Spooky Island.
Oh,
Scooby Doo.
when
Live
that movie came out, I so wanted to go visit.
So one thing, going back to the robot though. If you had a robot and then one day it was like, Alex, stop! What you do hurts me. You keep doing it.
Absolutely not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're worried about the robot's feelings.
Yeah, but I was fighting the fight for the zoo too.
Okay. So your computer, on Fallout 4, he's rolling with the railroad, is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's saying.
I don't fuck with that.
Is that good or bad?
It is what you want it to be, man.
I don't fuck with that.
That's the beauty of Fallout 4 is that you get to make those decisions yourself. See how the world unfolds.
Who do you tend to lean towards?
Either the Minutemen
Minutemen.
or
Minutemen are just trying to survive.
yeah, and then I understand both the Institute. I understand the Institute.
Yeah.
I really do. But it's hard to choose them too because they're douchey.
Yeah, but if you're in
And then the
control
Brotherhood
of
of
them,
Steel have cool weapons and they have a blimp.
but they're assholes.
yeah,
man.
but they have a blimp, dude.
I normally destroy the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah.
So.
It's cool to watch the blimp explode.
Yeah.
actually.
I'm so happy to be part of this conversation.
Hey, the game's been out for years.
And probably like what, 12?
Man, we don't want to bore people.
Okay. Yeah, going back to Scooby Doo, when that movie first came out, I so wanted it to be a real place because it looked so fun.
Scooby Doo is in Kings Island, right? I believe so.
I have no idea. It
Yeah.
used to be at Six Flags here because it was a Warner Brothers. Do you say bros?
Say it how you want to say it, man.
How do you say
I
it?
say Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
But that's just me. I don't know if I'm right.
I don't know.
No judgment.
It felt wrong.
Warner Bros.
I don't like that. Yeah, they had like DC villains and superheroes and shit.
Yeah, they had like Batman,
Looney
Superman,
Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool.
Bugs Bunny fan.
Is he your favorite Looney Tune?
I mean, he's probably the coolest, right?
I like Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's pretty sweet.
Yosemite Sam.
He's pretty cool too. They all have their pluses and minuses.
Taz.
He's cool.
Other rides that are based off of movies, I guess there's a ton. I mean, if you think of Disney and stuff. I had to make sure I rode the Men in Black ride at Universal. That was pretty sick.
Of course you
Dude,
did.
I was sick because I rode the Hulk ride, and it does 7 loops.
Ooh.
And I got sick, man. So after lunch, we went and did Men in Black, and she's like, it kind of spins, you want to sit out? And I was like, no. I got to do MIB.
Did you need to sit out though?
I probably should have sat out. Hey, but I beat my wife on the high score because you ride in these little cars with guns.
And she had a
and you
shooter.
shoot the aliens.
He took it seriously.
I did. And then you shoot the other car and stuff, like with the other people in it. It's a good time. And then, of course, like I said, flex again. We had to pass. So I got to walk around on the bottom with, like, the aliens and, like, Zed on the screen. Everybody looks at you mad.
All the peasants were
Dude, they
looking
look at you
you.
real mad.
I'm like, how the fuck did this guy get down there?
Yeah.
Their kids crying.
It's a great feeling.
They're hungry.
It's a great feeling.
You're living.
I don't
life.
get that feeling very often. You know what I mean? So when I do.
I guess so. What about you could do Warriors,
Yeah, Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, that's kind of a stretch, but it definitely has a role.
Yeah, I'd say it belongs.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that movie in a long time now.
I mean, I feel like there's
High
a
school.
bunch more. Men in Black 3, they're at an amusement park in the 60s.
A movie that I've talked about before, The Lost Boys. The whole like first half of the movie takes place in a theme park. I think. No, it's not. Is it Coney Island also? No, but I think it's a real.
I think
Theme
that's
park.
where it's at in Men in Black.
I feel like it's like a boardwalk.
Yeah, boardwalk in like California, right? Yeah.
How do you feel about boardwalks?
I'm a fan.
I don't
They
know.
get way too crowded though
Yeah, but I mean,
for the size of it.
I'm a fan of seaside shopping.
I don't like Ferris wheels.
I like the
I
aesthetic.
love Ferris wheels.
I hate Ferris wheels.
Well, you don't like height, so I
Yeah,
understand
Ferris
it.
wheels are kind of sketch. What's that book? That's I think Tuck Everlasting. If you've ever seen
Yes.
it. There's a movie about that too, but that starts with he falls off the Ferris wheel after he gets and then he doesn't die, and everybody's like, what the fuck? Because he lives forever. It's a gift and a curse. That's what the book's about. But I like the whole aesthetic of the boardwalk, the saltwater taffy and like.
Yeah, there's like we just went to Myrtle Beach last year, so you have all these like every other store is a henna shop, and then you have the taffy, and there's this thing I never had seen before. We went down there. It's like a wax melt thing. You like put your hand in it, and it forms around your hand. You pull it out, and then it's like your hand in wax. But you do it. You're like holding hands with
Yeah, I've
people
seen
and
them.
shit.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh, that seems like an incredible waste of money.
Money and time because you have to keep.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's
Because then you have like a wax made thing of you guys holding hands.
But it's also
and shit.
100 degrees outside, and you gotta walk back to your car and stuff. So I can't assume the integrity of the wax.
Yeah, and
would
then
be-
what, you got to throw it in your suitcase and drive
Yeah.
home? Like, yeah.
Yeah, you forget about it in your car, and then you look at it the next day, and it's flat,
That's wild. Maybe they give you some ice.
dry ice.
Maybe. They put it in a box.
Yep.
That'd be slick.
Yep.
But you're paying for that. So.
Yeah. We went to Ripley's on the boardwalk. That was pretty cool.
Have you
All
ever-
those, like
Yeah.
freak show kind of thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever got a caricature drawn?
No, I don't have the self confidence.
Yeah, those was hilarious.
They usually do it okay
Yeah.
for you. So, like, they're going to make you.
They make it funny, but you know they make it funny in an obvious way. Like
Have you?
That's what I was talking to my wife about. Like, I think I recall us getting one done, but I don't have any idea where it would be or where I got it done or any of that. But I think I did. once.
Did you guys go to Six Flags a lot?
Yeah.
When you were kids?
That was
You
the
were a lot farther than we were.
We went to Kings Island a few times.
Yeah, I've never been there. I
Really?
even lived in Cincinnati.
They have like SpongeBob and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
I think we had season passes to Kings Island at some point.
I
at least a
won
couple times, maybe.
tickets to
To
Six
Kings
Flags.
Island.
No,
Oh,
Six Flags.
I think you said Kings Island.
Yeah, I won tickets, season pass tickets to Six Flags on Cartoon Network one
Really?
time. Yeah, I called in, won them.
Damn.
Only time I've ever won something by calling in. So
I've never won anything
I've won a few things.
on the radio like that. I mean,
I won front row tickets to the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That was probably an amazing show.
It was, yeah. Like, I've got a hotel room and everything, so I'm like, it's front row. We're going all out.
What was your favorite ride at Six Flags?
I like the boat ride
Mm-hmm.
because the whole nautical aesthetic, a big fan of. I liked. Oh, I thought you were like about to turn me
No.
off or something. I like that. I like the log ride too. Like I said, those are my favorite kind. The old cars were cool
Yeah.
that you drove around like go karts.
You're so lame.
No, it's not because I thought I was driving a real car. Like
Yeah,
I understand.
all that-
I'm not a roller coaster. They had this thing called the witch's wheel. It's like it's a circle and it has carts like you would see on like a Ferris wheel, and then it would spin around really fast. So the centrifugal force
Yeah.
would like
Centrifugal.
trivical.
I think I know which ride you're.
I think you're right.
I think so.
I think you're whatever it is. It was fun. It was cool. It was a spinny ride, and they had one where you're in like a barn and you're in these carts and it
Yep.
goes
I
around
remember
in
that
a
one.
circle.
My favorite, hands down, was the Batman ride.
What's that? At Six Flags?
Yeah. That was awesome.
I don't know that
That was
I've
over the water.
Yeah.
never been to Six Flags.
I almost fell out, so.
Oh, yeah, it's so fun.
No,
I would hate you, dude. If I got stuck on a roller coaster and I had to climb down those steps, no, I wouldn't. I already know I would not. I'd say just this is where I live now. This is it.
Like, you either get this fucking roller coaster moving or my ass ain't coming down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was too short to actually ride it, but I was standing on my tiptoes in my shoes and I just hit it.
That's what you get for breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Though.
It was worth it.
Some
That was
workers
fun.
like, yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, exactly. It was like some teenager just
Yeah.
like, oh.
That's another thing about amusement parks. The people who work at them stay in like dorms. A lot of them,
Yeah.
and it's gotta be crazy.
You know, like I know Cedar Point is creating a larger facility for their workers, as well as Disney World. I know has a whole village for their workers.
Would you do a Disney cruise?
I'm not a big fan of cruises.
I don't believe in cruise ships.
Yeah, you guys. Neither one of you guys like cruise ships.
Not
I'd
at all.
probably.
My parents go all the time, but I'm not.
I don't think I'd do a Disney cruise.
Too many bad things
We're
happen on
meant to
cruise
be on
ships.
land. We're meant to be on land.
Yeah.
Like, we're not
Too many kids for me, but I probably would do a
We
cruise
should
at some
only
point.
be out on the sea for necessity, fishing and expedition and travel.
Well, that's travel.
It's not. But it's not.
But
It
it is.
is.
Let's say you deport.
What about those like 3 months cruises?
Miami?
Yeah, but
To
that's
go
like
to
recreation.
Jamaica.
travel. I didn't mean recreational travel. I meant like
To get places.
shipping of goods and.
There's always icebergs you can hit.
I suppose you're.
You ever
right.
see Poseidon?
Yeah.
I
See?
suppose you're
The Rogue Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could happen. Solar flares.
Yeah.
right.
I guess.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, we could go on about amusement parks all day, but switch into what did you watch?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
do
unless
it.
you guys got any more.
Nah.
Oh, I hit the button. It's too late.
All right. What did you watch? Who's going first?
I'll go first because I have actually two that I want to talk about.
I like
Ready
it.
to go?
Okay, so
I like it.
the first one I watched is that Ryan Reynolds movie, Free Guy.
I've seen advertisements about that. On the
Finally
site.
watched it because
I don't know
it
what
came
that
out
is.
on Disney Plus. He's computer simulated AI.
He's
and
an NPC.
Yeah, he's an NPC and becomes an AI, and no one realizes he's an AI, and he becomes very famous and stuff. And it's about this software company stole this guy's technology and put it in theirs, and it's supposed to evolve the NPCs into AI. Is exactly what it did.
Yeah. But he
And-
becomes aware.
Yeah, he becomes aware, and he's trying to get with this. He's not aware that it's a digital world. He's not aware that it's a game, and he thinks this girl, is just like he is. So he's becoming this famous person. He's a good guy, but he finally finds out, and he reveals that this guy stole their technology, and he's trying to stop him because he doesn't want it to get out.
So I'm confused already. But
It's a good
I don't
movie.
really like Ryan Reynolds.
really? Yeah.
It's a good movie though.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I'd recommend it. It was a good movie. So
Right, yeah. What'd you watch now?
Disney Plus, and it's also on HBO. So
I'll check it out. I did want to watch that. So.
yeah. The second movie I watched is a movie from like 1996. It's called The Substitute. It's with the
Sounds sexual.
no, not the prostitute. The Substitute.
Either way, it still sounds sexual.
I think Substitute sounds more sexual than Prostitute.
It's has the catcher from Major League as the main
Okay.
character, and he's
Tom Berenger?
yeah,
No.
something like that.
Something like
But
That
yeah.
might be right.
I think so.
he's like a former CIA agent, right? And his I don't know. They never really explained it as like girlfriend or friend.
Lover.
Yeah, pretty much. She's a teacher at this very bad school. There's this gang in it, and she's trying to like hassle the gang, like kick them out pretty much. So they go after her, bash her knee. So she's on medical leave and shit.
So he fills in.
He fills in the substitute,
Jesus.
and he just fucking just starts throwing people's out of windows and.
It's one of those cliche movies where the guy goes to the hood,
Mhm.
cleans up the school.
It wasn't a great movie, but it was an okay movie.
It's like a poor man's Lean on Me.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. Lean on Me, Freedom Riders.
Stand and Deliver.
There's this like drug ring and stuff, and
There's another one I'm thinking.
he's trying to clean up the drugs because they're going through the school, and I'm gonna kind of spoil it because it's a 20-something-year-old movie, and the principal is in on it,
I
right?
feel like I've seen this.
I've seen it before, but it was nice to rewatch it, and so he brings in his CIA friends and stuff, so they're like fucking commandoing it through the hallways and shit.
Beating up kids.
No, it's at night, so they're trying to steal the drugs away from these dealers and stuff. And yeah, it's an okay movie. I'd probably rate it like a 6.5,
Jeez.
6.4.
I feel like I have to watch it to dispute it because there's no way it's a 6.
It's pretty good.
Did you watch that on something?
Amazon Prime. So, because I was at work and they block every other thing except Amazon. So,
Damn. Should you be putting that out there?
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
I watched season 2 of Space Force.
Is that out now?
Yes, it is. There's only 7 episodes, but I don't know if
I hate that when they
that's
only
nice.
put like 7 or so episodes out for a season. I'm like,
But I don't know if I talked about Space Force season 1 at all.
I think you did.
I think you did too.
Okay, well, yeah,
Is
season 2.
Malkovich still in it?
Yeah.
Good.
Steve Carell, Malkovich, everybody. Dude plays John Ralphio. Parks and Rec. He's funny. Yeah, season 2 just picks up where it left off. They bring in a couple funny characters. I can't think of the guy's name.
Is he in something?
He's in The Office, an episode of The Office, but he's more famous for that. The guy he goes to Chili's with.
He goes to Chile. Oh.
Michael and Jan go to Chili's.
Oh, the
one black dude.
Lackawanna County public school guy.
Yeah.
What is his name?
That awesome blossom sauce coming out of my nose. That guy.
He's the bad guy from Grown Ups, or one of the bad guys from Grown
Yeah,
Ups.
so he's like Steve Carell's boss, and like Terry Crews makes an appearance. The woman from Glee, whatever.
The cheer coach,
I think so. Yeah, the tall woman.
the blonde one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't think of her name either. I'm bad to
In
that.
Glee, it's Sue Sylvester, and I'm disappointed. I know that.
Wow. But no, I feel like they upped the comedy in season 2. Like the first season's pretty dry. Second season kind of picks up.
But is it too much?
No, I enjoyed it. I
Okay.
watched all 7 episodes. I mean, but I did watch it on a plane, so didn't really have a choice.
Mm.
But it was still good either way.
Mm. Did you look it up, Shane?
The guy you guys were talking, Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows. Jesus,
You're
yeah.
right. You're absolutely right. Should have known that.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. I knew that's what I'm saying. I know he's more famous than that, but yeah. Shame on me.
Shame on you.
Go ahead.
I got a couple things. One thing has to do with something relevant in our lives. The other thing I just started watching today, but I'm 3 episodes
Are you
in.
gonna get emotional now?
Not at all. First thing is I've started watching the new season of Reno 911.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No, but that's what's relevant in our lives.
No.
Okay.
Great show. I mean,
Even the hunt for QAnon or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's blatantly making fun of
Yeah.
today's political climate,
Yeah.
which is well deserved in my opinion. But that's but it makes fun of both
Yeah.
sides you can think of,
Yeah.
and it is great. I mean, Reno 911. I think I don't want to say was ahead of its time when it originally aired, but like for me, I was too young to fully appreciate the humor in it as I do now. Like, oh, it's everything about it is just
totally.
top notch. And this new one, it doesn't miss a beat. Everyone's older, and that just makes it slightly funnier. You know, it's good.
What are you watching on?
The Roku channel.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So it's probably free.
Yeah. So that's
I'm
cool.
gonna Get out there and get that.
The thing that I watched relevant to us is, so everyone knows, this past week we started playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Wow.
Trying
We
to play.
attempted it.
Yeah.
It's
It was fun.
It is fun.
Difficult.
It is hard to figure out the nuances of everything. But to get in the right mindset, the night before, I watched King Arthur. The one with Charlie, how do you say it? Hunnam?
Hunt.
I don't know.
From Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
It came out a few years ago. I mean, it doesn't really have to do with Dungeons and Dragons because that has like obviously.
It got you in like the
monsters and stuff,
feel.
but, yeah, but the movie itself,
Was not.
eh,
It's not a good movie.
it wasn't that great.
You should just watch The Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers is phenomenal.
Absolutely. So
Phenomenal.
why would you even,
You're right.
or why, even like watch like The Man in the Iron Mask?
It's another phenomenal.
Yeah, that's
movie.
another good movie.
Yeah.
You're right. But I wanted to give this a chance because I had not seen it,
Okay.
and I knew I
Respect
had just
that.
recently listened to a podcast about the story of Arthur, so I was like, I'm fresh in knowledge of that, so I wanted to see this movie. It follows the legend pretty okay, but the movie itself is not
What would you rate it?
like a 5.2.
Oh, you're nicer than me. I'd have given
I mean, it was
4.
kind of cool at times, but.
Yeah.
It was made, and you can tell it's definitely made. There's supposed to be 6 movies, but after the first one tanked so bad, they're like,
we're out.
we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So like the knights, like Lancelot's not in it, and
Someone needs to get on it and make a new one.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you could do with it.
Let's do it.
I
Put
mean,
Alex on a horse.
I could do it. I've ridden a horse before.
Throw some armor on him.
I could do it.
Be a knight.
Could do it. That's my Dungeons and Dragons character.
With paladin.
So if any listener has any tips and suggestions on that, we're all ears because.
I ran the show this last time and
Yeah.
it was kind of rough, but I did my best. I did some research and I thought I did an okay job.
That was pretty-
Shaman's gonna run it next time.
And I want everyone to know that Shaman has a cloak that he could have worn, and he decided
I missed-
not to wear.
That's
Out
why-
of any opportunity in your life that you're ever going to be
That's
presented,
why Shaman should host it at his house. I feel like he'd be more comfortable wearing
so.
a cloak. I feel like
I think so.
I feel like taking the cloak out of his house was the problem.
you're right.
Like if we
Do you
did
keep
this-
it in a wooden box?
No, it's actually not at my house.
Oh, so he has it stashed in a treasure chest in a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty
We'll bring a machete.
nerdy, but in a good way. I enjoyed it.
Life's too short to be cool all the time.
You're absolutely right.
That's what I said.
It was fun.
It's like playing a board game and video game combined, kind of.
Yeah.
a lot more math than I
Yeah.
thought was going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
involved. Didn't love
I knew
that.
that was coming because I did my research.
You know.
Anyway, we're gonna post on the social medias, the various social medias on which you may follow us. We're gonna post some polls to see what kind of episodes you guys want to hear, or what kind of guest you might want to have on. Maybe, I mean, we've had some actors, writers, producer type things, but maybe you want to hear something crazy. Like we'll get a ghost hunter, or like a. I mean,
Radio. Somebody.
we'll try. Yeah, we'll try anything.
I would like to do maybe one time like a war movie episode, which we've done in the past, but with someone who has been not maybe necessarily in war, but could say, hey, yeah, that's how things go, or that's not accurate at all. I'd like to do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, take the poll, drop a comment.
Drop your pants.
Ooh, hey now.
Just kidding.
But
Sorry.
all right, we'll catch you next time.
Stay safe.